Ah, the 1930s and 40s, a time when cartoons were wholesome, family-friendly affairs.
Here, improve the mind.
What's up guys and girls, Lazy Dragon here, and welcome to Cuphead. Cuphead lives in a magical place called Inkwell with his friend and brother, Mugman, under the watchful eye of wise Elder Kettle. Now Cuphead has been in development for 7 years, which, in video game terms, is a bloody long time. It's attended 4 different E3 showings, and when a game takes that long to develop, you end up with one of 2 end results. One, the game turns out to be an absolutely amazing sleeper hit, and everybody praises the developer for taking the time and the effort to make this game magical. Or it turns into another Duke Nukem Forever, and everybody chucks it in the bin. Hopefully, Cuphead can live up to 7 years of expectations. One day, Cuphead and Mugman wandered far from home, and despite the Elder Kettle's many warnings, ended up on the wrong side of the tracks and entered the Devil's Casino. Inside, Cuphead and Mugman soon found themselves on a winning streak at the craps table. "Hot dog!" exclaimed King Dice. No, I'm not doing the accents. It's the 1930s, it'll come across as stereotypical at best, racist at worst. "These fellas can't lose." I'm loving King Dice's face. "Nice run, boys," laughed a newcomer. The brothers gasped. It was the casino's owner, the devil himself. Because the devil's got nothing better to do than to run a casino for cups. "Now how about we raise the stakes," he suggested with a toothy grin. "Win one more roll, and all the loot in my casino is yours," the devil boomed. "But if you lose, I'll have your souls. Deal?" Oh, Cuphead, he's been blinded by easy riches, nodded and grabbed the dice for a throw. Good gosh, Cuphead, no! Because apparently Mugman has been watching far too much Batman and Robin. It was too late! "Snake Eyes," laughed the devil while slamming the floor. "You lose." The brothers trembled in fear as it loomed over them. "Now about those souls." The brothers pleaded for their very lives. There must be another way to repay you," Mugman stammered. "Yes, please, mister." Don't say that whilst you're on your knees. You're going to give the devil ideas. Perhaps there is," the devil snickered, pulling out a parchment. "I have here a list of my runaway debtors. Collect their souls for me, and I might just pardon you 2 mugs." "Now get going," the devil roared, kicking the boys out most rudely. "You have till midnight tomorrow, that's not very long, to collect every one of these souls, otherwise I'll be the one collecting yours." Cuphead and Mugman were terribly frightened and ran away as fast as they could. "Come on, Mug, we have to find the Elder Kettle, he'll know what to do." "What a fine pickle you boys have gotten yourself into. I know you don't want to be the pawns of the devil, but we don't have a choice. We must play along for now, collect those contracts, and you'd best be ready for some nasty business." The debtors won't be very friendly. They'll transform into terrible beasts. Can I transform into a terrible beast? Can I yes! Do the Popeye thing. Every time we take a drink in this cup, we transform into this huge ripped mug. It'll give you most remarkable magical abilities. Use the mystical inkwell at your writing desk, and prepare for a scrap. Oh, it's like we're actually being drawn. Like we're on a writer's desk back in the 30s. That's very nice. Press jump while airborne to nullify or interact with pink objects. Revive your dead pal with a well-timed parry, but only in 2-player mode. I don't have any friends, so we don't need that one. And we've got a super move as well. This is a good day to be a cup. It's like Super Mario World, except with fewer pixels. I shouldn't be cruel, it actually looks really pretty. They've been very thorough trying to recreate the sort of watercolours of the 1930s. "Hello there, Apple Bobbin Jim. Hey fellows, looks like you're in for it now, eh? Well, I used to be the same way, always getting into trouble. Is that why part of your head is missing? Did the devil take a bite out of your apple? Running, jumping, shooting? but now you prefer to just go to the pictures. Oh. And he gave us money! Excellent! As a young boy, I always like to talk to strangers, because they would definitely give me cash. Anybody else getting a Studio Ghibli vibe right about now? No? Just me? Okay. Long range with below average damage, no aiming required. That would be useful. Extra hit points. Short range with great damage if you can keep close to the target. Invisible dash. Ooh, you will not take damage during a defensive. Yes, that one. Pea sugar, automatic parry. Roundabout. My god, how many potions does this pig have? At least I assume they're potions. He might just be making moonshine out back and selling off the dregs. Oh, blimey. Soul contract? There are a lot of souls we need to find. 3 worlds and then a grand finale, each with about 7 or 8 bosses on them. I guess we better get to work, starting with this conveniently placed farm, which looks slightly different to all of the background, which means there's either a boss here, or we're about to die instantly because we've accidentally walked into a trap. The root pack in Botanic Panic. Difficulty selection. Well, I am a bit of a simple pimple, but no, we're doing this on regular.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Well, wallop. Okay then, I'll just dodge the meatballs. Was it meatballs and a snake? Take this shit, giant carrot. Ow. And we only have 2 more hit points. This is gonna end swimmingly for us. How do I do the super move? Oh, it's B, hang on. But we can't do the super move until we've charged up our abilities by getting in enough shots. Simple enough for the moment, just jump and shoot, and yet I've already been hit twice. Yep, says a lot about my skills as a gamer, when all I have to do is jump and I can't even get that right. That's what you get, you giant carrot. Down you go. Oh, you now it's an onion. Why does he look so scared? What are you doing under the ground? Don't cry, little onion. It's okay. It's okay if you have to cry. We got almost 2/3 of a way through a boss fight. Well done us. Why is this onion crying? Onions make other people cry. They don't cry themselves. Generally, can't hit him with another Mega Buster. Down he goes. You've been peeled, my friend. Is he trying to hypnotise us? Oh, no, he's got homing carrot missiles. Who could have predicted? Ow. He's trying to hypnotise us. He has a magic 3rd carrot eye. Credit where credit is due. Didn't see that one coming. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and try not to get hit by his laser beam. Haha! Thank you, Smoke Bomb Dash. I am invincible when dashing. Completely forgot I bought that. It's a good thing I didn't make a deal with the devil, otherwise I'd already be dead. A bit of a forgetful sort. Don't let the carrots get you. Come on, you're not going to die to a vegetable. Spoke too soon. Evidently we're... Oh, come on. What was that, 99% completion, and then we failed at the end? If this was anything else, 99% would have been good enough. You make it 99% of the way through open heart surgery, the patient will be like, ah, well, you did your best. I'll learn to live with the giant gaping hole in my chest. Keep them coming, keep them coming. We can do this all day. Oh, I got it, carrots are good for your eyesight, aren't they? That's why he's got the messed up eyes. I have figured out their cunning ruse. And it only took me 3 turns at this boss. Knockout! We've put a carrot into unconsciousness. Taking names. Defeat a boss. 1 boss. That's it. HP bonus. 3 of 3. Parry. Yeah, I still don't know how to do that. Perfect run. Complete a level without getting hit, and that only gets us a grade of B. What the hell are we meant to do to get a grade of A? Do we have to win the entire boss fight with our eyes shut, one arm tied behind our back while singing the national anthem? Cuphead! And by beating the root pack, we've unlocked a staircase. There we go. Soul Contract 1. the root pack. Very well, and there's a boat, and there's a very angry man with what appears to be a bag of swag. Harumph, I'll be a monkey's uncle if I'm putting my moolah in the bank. For all I know, the devil probably controls that oh, of course, the devil definitely controls the banking system. They'll never get a hold of my gold if I spread it all around. If some Joe happens to find a coin or two, good for him. That's what I say. Harumph, are you just telling us there's collectibles in this game? I never would have guessed. Thank you for your input. Please be a boss fight against Popeye, please be a boss fight against Popeye, please be a boss fight against Popeye. Clip joint calamity with Ribby and Croaks. Giant frogs. Of course they're called croaks, why wouldn't they be giant frogs? Are those flies that are eating dinner back there? Why are flies eating dinner in a restaurant with two giant boxing frogs? It'd be the equivalent of me eating dinner inside a crocodile's mouth. And, oh, they've got homing missiles as well. That's good. Does every boss in this game have a homing missile attack? And jump the purple, duck the blue, easy, easy peasy. What are you doing? Milk tank used to roll out, and just like in Gold and Silver, I got screwed 6 ways from Sunday there. Crude and bad, because we're from the wrong side of the lily pad. Because these two frogs are actually rappers in their spare time. Of course there's no checkpoints, no, this is the 1930s. Checkpoints hadn't been invented yet. When you lose a boss fight, you start from the beginning. Like your grandpa would. A real man's man boss fight style. No, I don't know what's going on, there's too many things for me to worry about shooting. Dash! Haha, dashing does work. Oh, damn, no. Now we're surrounded. Help! Ow! Ow! Does somebody want to stop the whirlwind? The good thing is, if you die, they continue the animations they were doing at the moment you were hit. So if we stay here long enough, hopefully the frog on the right will eventually just dislocate his own neck. And then we win by default. Move forward and under, and... Oh, you're getting clever, aren't you, you little frog-based bastards. Oh no, wait, that wasn't wholesome enough for the 1930s. We need to redo this entire video with no swears at all. What would Captain America think of us if we were swearing back in the 30s? Please stop with the windmill manoeuvre. It's really difficult to fight when I'm slowly being blown to the side. Oh, will you stop with the windmill manoeuvre at least? And your brother has now... What the hell? You've turned into... Okay, sure, why not? You're now in a casino, are we? Is there a reason for you looking like this? How do I... Oh, do I jump on this? Very clever game. You made me run straight into the path of your one attack. Oh wait, the tutorial, press A on the pink thing, there we go. We roll the slot machine, and we get triple balls. This was not what I wanted. This is not a good reward for somebody at a casino. Not entirely sure what you meant to do there. Probably the opposite of whatever it was I was doing. Okay, hit the lever when it comes down, and then do your best Mission Impossible impression. It's the only idea we've got at this time. Hopefully it works. 3 tigers. Oh, blimey, okay. So we can't touch the spikes and we can't touch the balls either. Anything else you're hiding in that slot machine? I can see this game becoming fairly popular with speedrunners in the years to come. All the speedrunning tournaments will have Cuphead at some point or another. It's one of those games, very test of skill, and if you screw up once, that's it, you've had it. Oh no, he actually takes damage whilst he's open. We have to wait for him to shoot the things out and then we open fire on him. So close. What happens to a toad when it is hit by a cup? The same thing that happens to everything else. Defeat a boss with an extra special move. And apparently that's rare, probably because nobody else has played the shit. Great, B-. We're getting worse. Is this why the devil wants all those souls? So that he can use them to build bridges? The devil is actually a contractor. I can only imagine the amount of work that went into this thing. I mean, look at it, 7 years. That's incredible. I get bored after doing things for 7 minutes. Hey there, fishy. Begone, spirits, await your reel. Yes, I'm a talking cup and you're a giant fish. Why do you think I'll be a ghost? Hit you with the old parry move. That's how you deal with ghosts around here. By any chance, this is the next boss fight a ghost? Speaking of not being places, would you mind moving on? You're spooking the what fish? Are you fishing for yourself? You cannibalistic trout. I'm leaving her there. Mausoleum 1. Help! Why is the jar asking for help? Okay. And we parry you. Oh no, we die immediately if we get touched. Because what this game really needed was a sudden spike in difficulty. Ah, there we go. They're pink, so you jump at them, and then you hit A second time. Also, I'm loving their faces. I'm not saying if they're trying to be scary, or if they've just seen a really nice dessert. Ooh, trifle. Ooh, is that for me? Gotta be careful not to press A when too close to a table, otherwise instead of defeating the ghosts, you're just going to end up bouncing up and down over and over again. Here we go, perfect. The reason we were losing was because they were touching the jar, not because you die immediately when hit by a ghost. The ghosts are only interested in this jar that was here for years. Complete 20 parries. Thank you, game. I'm glad you're giving me such easy achievements. Keep them up. Who was in the jar? It's going to be Hitler's ghost, isn't it? And it'll be like, thank you for freeing me. Now excuse me. Oh no, it's actually just another cup. I don't know how to thank you boys for saving me. There's one of me. Do you want to go back in the jar until you maybe find your brain? Where are my manners? I didn't even introduce myself. I am known as the legendary Chalice. Pleased to meet you. You were searching for magic and got trapped by those ghosts. Speaking of magic, please accept this gift. Other mausoleums around Inkwell Isle, and I'm guessing all of those have a similar gift, which makes Cuphead really, really happy for 5 seconds. Maybe it's just the first time he's ever interacted with a female cup. I'm guessing that dating is quite difficult for a mug. You unlocked a new super! It's just a giant cup of tea. How delightfully British, I feel right at home. A devastating attack spills from your head. That's actually how Samus's laser gun was originally going to work. Before they gave her an arm cannon, she was just going to have a giant nozzle on her face that would shoot lasers. Let me guess, Haunted Woods? Ruse of an Ooze. Ah, it's a Power Rangers villain instead. Ah, and tip to you too, sir. Come on, you Dragon Quest reject, hold still. Stop looking so happy. Whoa! I was about to say, stop looking so happy. What did you just eat? What have you done? Oh, now you're giant-sized. Kill. Space opera boss fight. Why not? Where did you grow arms? You didn't have those a second ago. Can I have a pill that gives me bonus arms? I've always wanted to know what it's like to give myself 2 handshakes simultaneously. How much longer can the slime keep it up? Oh, that's got to be the end, right? Perfect. He's just been crushed to death. No, he's still going. He's now just a tombstone. I'm very smashing, even in grave situations. Okay, let's try this again, but without quite so many dad jokes at the end, thank you very much. Here comes the tombstone. His face is really freaking me out when he's on that grave. How do I hit you? Oh, I have to stand directly in front of you so that you can smack me as well. That's fair, I suppose. One good smack deserves another. Really glad I bought the upgrade that makes you invincible whilst dashing. I can't imagine me getting through any of these boss fights without it. So if you're looking for a bit of advice on what to buy at the very beginning of the game, get the thing that makes you invincible whilst running away. That's more like it. We've successfully defaced a gravestone. Are we the heroes yet? We're holding steady at a B-. That's a passing grade. We won't be top of the class, but we're not going to flunk out yet. Well done, Cuphead. Cuphead! Guppy Le Grande has been sent to eternal damnation. When all he really did was bounce around a bit. Kinda feel sorry for him. What on earth are you supposed to be? Flasky McFlaskerton? What's that? You two want to fly in a plane like I do? Ha! You're not sitting in any cockpit till you study those blueprints. Okay. That seems like a fair enough trade. I look at these for 5 seconds and you let me in a jumbo jet. Aeroplane blueprint. X to shoot, B for special. 1 meter EX attack, 4 meter super bomb morph. I want to do that. That sounds badass. Parry shrink. Okay. Well, seeing as the tutorial for the aeroplane is about 2 meters away, I'm guessing this boss fight to have something to do with aeroplanes. Threatening Zeppelin with Hilda Berg. Oh, the humanity. Is this the new Battlefield 1 DLC? Why is she on a unicycle? I should stop asking questions. Sure, she can be on a unicycle. Why not? And she can fart at us. Her super ability is farting and turning into a sheep. I don't want to say the developers were slightly stoned when coming up with this boss fight. But there's about 5 different stages, and so far she's already turned into 4 different things, including a giant fart monster. We can't touch any of the stars she shoots out, those are instant kills. And if she stabs us, it does a ton of damage. Does she have any other attacks stored up? In fact, is this it for the rest of the game? Did she leave no other abilities for all of the other bosses? Because she seems to have just taken everything in the kitchen sink. Including a tornado attack, because why not? Well done, Bullet Bill. I want to do that more. Let me turn into a bomb again. How do we fight Zeppelins? With bombs, of course. Can we get a Cuphead Bioshock Infinite crossover? I really think this game would benefit from having the ability to summon a barbershop quartet at any point to sing for you. Da 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 da! Thank you, Bommy Bill. Yes, my imagination doesn't really stretch far when it comes to new names. Bommy Bill is what we're going with for him. What on earth are you? Cupid, but your bottom half's been replaced with a cloud. Arrows and homing stars, because everything in this game is a homing attack, why wouldn't it? So, how long can you keep this up? You were just supposed to be a Zeppelin. The Germans, they got really crafty at the end of the war with their designs. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Save the day, Bommy Bill. Was that it? Did Bommy Bill do it? We've given her a slight headache. That's a victory for us. Oh, what the heck? Is this an anime? The main character has fused with the moon and is also now made of clockwork and can summon aliens, because why the hell not? Alright, to hell with it. It's time to bomb the moon. We missed. We missed the damn moon with a missile. Come on. She can't have much left in her. Missiles! Missiles! Fire everything! Ak-chung! Moony! That took less than 2 minutes. It felt like I was there for a lifetime. Ah. But our grade went up. Well done, Cuphead. We are now a solid B student, and we got an aeroplane within the first half hour. That's incredible. Tales of Vesperia makes you play for 12 hours before you can fly around anywhere. So with that, we're going to wrap up. Thank you for joining me. This has been Cuphead. It's actually a lot of fun. We'll be coming back to this again before too long to explore the rest of the weird and wacky world we've got here. If you've got a game you'd like to see played on this channel, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And that's a shortcut. Oh, there you go. There's a guide for you and everything. Walk under there and you don't need to fight the giant Zeppelin lady. You're welcome. But until next time, farewell everyone.